going on, boys? What's happening?
What up? What up?
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody.
Good.
Shut up.
Well, hey, so John says the same thing, so I'm with you on that, Matt, for sure. We're about that.
I'm about had enough of it already.
Antonio, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. You know, heavy-hearted, but I'm good.
I feel that. Aaron, how do you feel, dude? Number 4, getting in.
Hey, we're in, baby. We're in. Hey, watching LSU throw for 500 yards, bro.
Yeah. Makes you think a little bit, huh?
Ryan Day better 80% of the passes better be 8+ yards.
Without JSN though?
He ain't been out all year, bro. It ain't make no difference to me.
Okay.
I don't want him to come in anyway, to be honest with you. He tried to come back to Iowa game and they were like forcing the ball and stuff, and I wasn't about it.
I feel it. All right, so let's start it off, man. We're gonna go right back to you, Aaron. The only person on the show that got every 4 team correct on the for the college football playoff, dude. So do you think if you take your bias out of it, let's say Alabama was 5th and Ohio State was 6th and Bama got in, would you be upset that they didn't even play in the conference championship and got in?
No, because the committee told you on Tuesday what it was going to be. If USC lost, Ohio State was in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So no, it wouldn't have made me upset.
All right, that's fair. So let's talk the matchups, man. We got University of Georgia, defending national champions, versus the University of Ohio State. Georgia struggles against teams that pass the ball, man. They obviously blew out LSU. LSU still had the 500 yards, like we were talking.
LSU just couldn't score touchdowns.
Yeah, getting
on those pass plays. You know what I mean?
No, that's right. You're right.
Marv can catch touchdown passes.
Well, Marv can catch everything. It doesn't need to just be touchdown passes. Tony, I know you're a huge SEC guy. How do you feel about 2 Big Ten teams in the college football playoff?
Cakewalk for the SEC. Another 90 on the way. plus 18 on Ohio State. Plus 12 on Michigan. Simple. Really boring.
Plus 18 and plus 12.
So you're saying
what you're calling, or is that what you've seen?
There's no way that's what he's seen. That's what he's calling. There's no way.
It's plus 8.5 on Ohio State.
Matt. So plus, I mean not Matt, but Aaron, plus 18. That's generous. I've just seen y'all get plus.
But that's not what it's gonna be.
I've just seen y'all get
Tony
plus
on this one.
I bet it's 8.5.
It is.
Nah, man. Because the thing is, they don't defend well against the pass, but their defensive line is 7 times bigger than the boys in Michigan. And like Matt said, they was bigger and faster and stronger this year, and they got back there and was hitting CJ. You don't think that he gonna get?
I don't even think he got sacked.
He definitely got sacked.
I don't think he got sacked.
He definitely got sacked. And
no, I'm 99.9% sure
he got pressured.
Yeah, on some.
What'd you say, Billy?
Billy keeps lagging.
The show's lagging. This is not good.
I think it's you, Billy. Everybody else is clear.
So it's just me that's lagging.
Yeah, it's just you.
Definitely just you as you're ripping a bogey.
That's fine.
If we could screenshot this, it would be dope because that picture is all.
No, y'all keep talking. I'll fix my stuff.
But I just think so. If he didn't get sacked, he definitely got pressured into throwing them 2 picks. Aaron, am I lying?
The one pick was he was going down to the ground and he flipped it. That one was on him.
Bingo.
That one was on him.
And then the second one,
real fast too. With that, do y'all think we should change some interception stats in some of those like weird plays or like tip balls by the wide receiver? Like maybe we should,
bro. If it hits a wide receiver,
at least take that off the TV.
Yeah, bro.
Gonna take it out. What you gonna follow?
I'm with that.
No, if you do that, then the pass interference will go to the wide receiver.
True.
But I'm with that rule too on the same token.
Ain't no rule. Wide receiver, ball touch your hand. You've been hearing this shit since college. Ball touch your hand, catch that shit. If you can't catch it, go play fucking defense. Switch positions.
Dude, you hear that shit playing catch with my dad? That's not. No,
that's not. See, I know you play quarterback, and that's it. But you hear that shit. If the ball touches your hands, catch that shit. If not, go play
I play defensive end too. Don't.
Yeah. Exactly. Ain't nobody looking for you to catch no interceptions.
I'm got two of them this year.
Either way, it's plus 18 for Ohio State.
All right, you know what, dude? I got to write that down because that's such a horrible take.
Bro, just watch. Ohio State, I don't know. I seen that tweet, and they was like, yeah, maybe they just not that good. We going to see, though. We got to see. Like, this up to y'all, Aaron.
People are saying that Georgia kind of got screwed.
How? Screwed by what?
Because they'd rather play TCU than Ohio State.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would absolutely rather do that.
Yeah,
but they should have played Cincinnati last year.
Yeah, but nobody in the country wanted to see Ohio State versus Michigan again. We haven't seen that play out.
The whole country wants to see Ohio State Michigan national championship.
Yeah, they want to see Michigan back in the Natty.
The whole country. That will break records, bro.
Break ratings for that game. If it's a national championship,
will break records.
That's it.
There was 17 million people watched a regular season.
Michigan versus Georgia gonna do the numbers it need to do. We don't want to see Ohio State.
I don't want to see it needs to do. You're right. It does. It's gonna do the numbers it needs to do, but it's not
Ohio
gonna
State. Michigan will break, dude. Like the cable might break.
Yeah. No. Like I got DirecTV and I'd be worried about that shit. I'd be like,
yeah, for real, bro. This is about to be
as a college football fan. I don't want to see that shit. I already seen them dismantle y'all. I don't want to.
Why? But you wanted to see Georgia and Alabama. I guarantee you that, didn't you?
Hell yeah, because I know that would have been a better game than Ohio State and
they beat them by the same amount.
Alabama blew them the fuck out when they played in the SEC.
41-17.
That was last year. I'm talking about this year.
What's the difference?
Last year they blew them out. This year they playing Ohio State, who just the last game Ohio State played in, they got beat by plus 20. Nobody want to talk about that. Like did we not just see y'all get fucked over? 216.
Did we not see Georgia last year get fucking dismantled by Alabama?
9 carries for 216 yards. Nobody want to see that.
15 for 1 carry in the first half.
It don't matter. Them other eight in the second half.
He had 2 carries, was 150 yards.
Hey, man.
He got shut down the rest of the time.
Well, he definitely made up for it in the second half. One handoff.
That's an easy fix.
It's really such an easy fix.
That's not
Speaking of this,
how do you fix the best offensive line in the country? How do you fix that? Y'all gonna go get Georgia's defensive line? No, you're not. They still go.
Our defensive line is fine.
It's not. It wasn't good enough to stop them, but for a half, you got to play 4 quarters.
They stopped them except for 2 run plays and 3 pass plays.
Aaron, how long do you have to play the game to win it? 4 quarters, right?
Yes.
How long did y'all play? Because we seen the big runs.
30 minutes. Well, no, we played a good 50, probably 50.
50? That's not enough.
No, I agree with you.
Okay, then. So I want to see it.
But 5 plays can get cleaned up when you're talking about how Georgia and Alabama, you wanted to see that rematch. They beat them 41-17.
Yeah, that's why they lost.
You said what now?
They beat them 41-17, bro.
When, last year?
In the SEC championship game.
Yeah, and then
beat them for the national championship game. It's the same thing, bro.
It's not, bro.
It's literally the same thing.
If Michigan beats TCU and Ohio State shoots everybody on Georgia's roster and leaves like
if Ohio State beats Georgia, what are you gonna say? What excuse are you gonna bring up?
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't have to go off ifs.
They should have got TCU. They should have got TCU.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not going off ifs. Everybody.
These are receipts, baby.
Everybody on this podcast, including you, knows that y'all gonna lose.
No, I don't. Kent State, Missouri. Watch that game film, and I bet Ohio State can figure it out.
Part of me wishes Part of me wishes Ohio State gets rolled just from every Ohio State fan last year saying, "Oh, we would have put up a fight. We would have won that game."
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Not one single Ohio State fan said that last year.
Not one.
single fan.
I bet we
Not
can go on
one.
Twitter
Find it on
now.
Twitter,
I
Matt,
bet
'cause I
we can go
guarantee
on
it's not
Twitter
there.
right now,
Yeah,
Aaron,
we can
and pull
find
up
it. Yeah.
1,000 tweets.
Do
Maybe
it.
even from you. Maybe even from you.
I guarantee they said we'd probably keep it closer. No one pull it up.
That's in the
Find
same
it.
sentence. That's in the
Guarantees
same
there's
family
not.
group.
That's the cousin.
So we're talking about the fun stuff, but are we sitting here and saying TCU are we just absolutely disrespecting TCU? No chance, not a shot to beat Michigan.
I think
No,
there's definitely a chance.
but
That team
us-
doesn't
us-
stop.
Us steamrolling TCU or us steamrolling Ohio State, they play a very similar offense to TCU. They just want to air it out, throw it down the field, and we limited Ohio State. So if we stop TCU's passing attack, it's over in a hurry. They have the 64th ranked defense, and they can't stop the run. We're just gonna just plow through them.
I think TCU's got fight in there.
No, okay, I'm with it. I just feel like
the running back gonna have two hands this week or whenever they play. So
Yeah, he's still got one hand.
New Year's Eve, pal. New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah,
Well,
he'll
one-
have two hands.
He'll have two
hands by then.
hands. He'll have two hands. So he probably go for like 300 off of 9 carries. It's
Speaking of a one-handed running back, guess who's got the most touchdowns of 60-plus yards in Power 5 this year?
who's that?
Donovan
Brown.
Edwards.
That's
The
a
backup running back.
guess. That was a
The
good
backup
guess,
running
though.
back.
Thank you.
Yeah, he had 2 against Ohio State.
Yeah.
So I just want the viewers to know we all got a bet. Billy's team did get back in, so it's cool. I got Georgia winning it all. Of course, Matt got Michigan. Aaron got TCU, and Billy got Ohio State.
No. No, I definitely have Ohio State. Go Bucks, baby. OH.
But Billy, let's go.
What's up?
It's time to move on. We know.
Right.
Let's move on to that surprise stuff he was talking to since we on this.
So the Deion Sanders move to Colorado. I know we kind of dug into it last week, and I said I'll quote myself. I said no chance. I didn't see him leaving the HBCU. Just with what he said and what I've listened to him say to us. But I just don't get the move. That's my first understanding. I maybe I don't get why make the move now? Like he's obviously he's hit the ceiling at in the SWAC, right? Like undefeated, win your conference, all that stuff. I get it. I think there's more of a not a glass ceiling, but a concrete ceiling. Like it's hard to get through, but you still got to fucking bust some shit down. And I think maybe 2 more years, maybe even 3 more years, he could have definitely made it a way bigger spotlight than he did, because without Deion, game day is not going back to Jackson State. Game day is not going back to an HBCU without Deion Sanders. It's just not happening. He got some 5 stars, but what is he? He's literally taking them from that program to Colorado. So it's what did he really do? And maybe it's just me being upset because I was so excited about the HBCUs and what Deion was doing for it. But it's what's the fucking point of this move? You go to a 1-11 Colorado team. And I do want to say one thing. The way the media is depicting how he said, y'all need to hit the transfer portal. If you watch the whole clip, dude, he says, if you're not ready to play and be disciplined and be physical and be who you are, then hit the transfer portal. He's not just saying, hey, y'all suck, so y'all got to go. He's saying, I expect this. And if you're not going to meet these expectations, you need to go. And that's exactly what you need to hear from a head coach. So I wanted to end on a positive note, even though I am upset and disappointed with the move. How did you feel about it, Tonio? Or go ahead, Aaron.
How you feel about it, Aaron, Matt?
I was just going to say, I know why he took Colorado, just because, they suck and he can turn them around from 1-11, but they have one of the nicest facilities in college football. So the potential there, going from Jackson State, where they really had nothing, to the state-of-the-art facility Colorado has, it's just out of this world difference of how much more he can do for a team. And I feel like that's why he took it, just because they're down on their luck right now, but they also have everything it takes to succeed at the highest level.
So I agree with Billy here. You say you're going to do all these things for HBCUs, and then as soon as the opportunity arises for you to bounce, you take those 5 stars. Your son goes with you, which I understand why his son went with him. But you did all these things. You said all these things. Boom, gone. Took everybody. And now HBCUs are exactly where they were, in my opinion. Because like Billy said, College Game Day's not going back there because Coach Prime's not there anymore. Why would we go back? You know? That's how I feel about it.
All right, so I told you that this would be a little lengthy, so I'm gonna just break it down and make it quick. I'm gonna tell you why I think he went, and then I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad that he left for after.
Okay.
So if you look at the FBS right now, right, as of December 4th, 2022, yesterday, there's only 12 black head coaches in the FBS. 12.
Nah,
So
December 5th today.
You said what now? What'd you say, Billy?
Gee. Oh no, I was saying it. The 5th is today.
Oh yeah, I said yesterday. I think your connection's still
We
bad.
went through all that to talk about dates.
Yeah, but if you look at it as 12 black coaches out of 131 coaches, and the NCAA is built up of 70% black players, right? But the FBS only got 12 black coaches. All right, so I feel like he took it for that opportunity right there, because now you get these coaches trying to, because if you look at it, if you think about it, Mike Tomlin been a black head coach for years, and it's still only like 3-4 in the NFL, right? But I think what Deion is trying to do is to show that, all right, bet I start out the SWAC, because there's some good coaches in the SWAC to me at the FCS schools that are black that could come and coach at a FBS school, right? But they never get the opportunity.
Yeah.
So then you get Deion, boom, I'm going to a Power 5. That makes 5 black head coaches in the FBS, right? But now I'm Deion Sanders, so I know the media listening to every word I say. I know these schools gonna be like, probably got a point. I know, like, they're gonna be like, all right, we kind of look like dickheads because half our team or 80% of our team is black. We got a white head coach. They ain't not even some teams don't even have other special team coordinators or other coaches. It's like all white coaches. Like, so I get that. I get that part. Trying to make it for the FBS coaches, because you look in the SEC. SEC don't got no black head coach at all, and I can talk about them because I'm from the South. The last black head coach they had was Kevin Sumlin, and that's been when he leave 2017, 2018. He left Texas A&M, and the only reason why that his name was on the list, if Texas A&M never merged, the last black head coach in the SEC was Coach Kroom from fucking Mississippi State. He got fired my junior year because he offered me a fucking scholarship to play ball, and my scholarship went with him.
That's
my
probably why
junior
you fired. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Nah, he went four and something.
Right.
But since 2000, he got hired in 2003. He got let go. Not my junior year, my sophomore year. He got let go in 2007. Dog, from 2007 to Texas A&M touching
2012.
the SEC in 2012, there was no black head coaches. Sylvester Kroom said he left there. Then nobody offered, no FBS school offered him a job, just junior colleges. Why is that? All right, bet. So I get Deion saying he leaving for that. And then, like I told you, his assistants. One of them dudes came from the NFL. If Deion was only making, if he only made 1.2 million over 3 years, that's $300K a year, and then he donated half of that, Deion wasn't making shit there. And it ain't about the money, but his assistants got a 300% raise. You know how much fucking money that is, bro? Like, and like I told you, when you think about it from that aspect, a head coach doesn't have to just think about himself and the money he gonna get. They always bring their staff with them. So think about the dudes' lifestyles, their families, like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, all this shit, we gotta switch it up. We gotta do stuff, some stuff that we used to do, we couldn't do. Boom. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that Deion didn't hype HBCU football up, but I gotta delete that narrative from this show right here. HBCUs have been dope since before Deion ever touched foot down there. People just didn't see it on a national level. But don't let the Deion hype fool you that HBCUs ain't been jumping like that. Especially where I'm from. Jackson State jumping, Alcorn jumping, Mississippi Valley, they've been jumping since like the Walter Payton days, the Jerry Rice days, like they've been jumping. So HBCUs always had it. Now in the college game they've been to.
So I know you're in the rant. I just want to say, my bad. I know you're in a rant, dude, but I'm just saying that's where it like, yeah, they've always been awesome and they've always been really cool for HBCUs, but it's like like you said, the national media didn't know until Deion got there. Like it was Deion bringing all that shit to the national media with all his Aflac commercials and all that shit. And it's like now we're going to miss it again. Because you think that ESPN contract's getting renewed? Absolutely not. No fucking way. Without Prime, there's, like Aaron said, without Coach Prime, they're like, oh, okay, this is just another FCS shit that we're not fucking with. On top of them not even being in the playoffs for the FCS. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's one of my things. I'm sorry. Keep going, dude.
I was getting to that. So let me, like I said, don't let me tell you that HBCUs can't pull college game day to HBCUs without Prime. 2005, 2008, they went to the Bayou Classic. 2021, before Deion was there. So 2021, they went to watch A&T versus Alcorn State, and then this year they went for Jackson State and Southern. So North Carolina A&T been making noise. You remember we talked about the track team, like they've been making noise. That's an HBCU, but let me get to why I'm mad at Deion left, because he did what he needed. He did what he needed to do. It hurt me because Mississippi is my city. Y'all been there. Y'all see how like there's not a lot of revenue coming in. Well, it wasn't, but now it is. Like stuff is building up because people like, maybe Mississippi ain't that bad, because it's not. And a lot of people talk about Mississippi without.
Biloxi's like the only place.
You said what now?
Biloxi's like the only place that brings revenue in, I feel like.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Like
the northern Mississippi cities.
Northern Mississippi is where it's at now, but you wouldn't go there because it's like 6-7 hours away from Biloxi. So
right.
But Mississippi, Jackson, that area, yeah, it's a lot of violence there. Number 2 in the world, but it ain't really like that. The only reason why it's number 2 is because it's so small. So if you kill 10 people in Jackson, hey, I'm number 2 on the list. Like, because it ain't that many people. But Deion coming there, the revenue from college game day, I know Mississippi made like 10-20 million off that alone, right? Yeah. City of Jackson. He was filling out them Jackson State seats. But I have to say that Jackson State, they had a crowd. The Sunny Boom in the South, people go to see the band. They were going to see the band, and Deion came, they started going to watch the games because they knew they could win. Yeah. So I'm mad about that. I'm mad because, like, instead of staying at the HBCU, because I get it. You want to break through. You want to break through for coaches to go and coach in the Power Fives, because HBCU setting is always gonna have a black head coach. That's easy, right? Yeah, that's easy. So I get that he wanted to break through for that, but at the same time, like HBCUs are heavily underfunded across the country until you came in, started making national noise. Like national noise, like I said, local noise always been made. But when you go on 60 Minutes and say, "Hey, if somebody started donating some money to us, then we probably look like that team too." When you start flipping 5 stars from Alabama and big schools like that come to Jackson State, that's dope. But then you flip them to come back to HBCUs, and the year that they start flipping, you flip and go to a Power 5. I got a problem with that, because you got people like. It's a lot of 5 stars that had already committed to Jackson State to come. A lot of 5 stars, 4 and 5 stars. that decommitted on Twitter yesterday. Hey,
Yep.
thanks for the offer, but I'm not going no more. You did that, Prime. You know that you knew they was coming there because I don't disbelieve. I believe in his brand. I believe in his brand of football. What he sells,
Yep.
you can buy because he flipped Jackson State around quick. Like he flipped them around quick.
Yep.
They lost 2 games last year. They undefeated this year. First time in Jackson State history. Like, bro, but you leaving.
Yeah.
And now, and it's crazy because like you built up this where a lot of 4 and 5 stars like, all right, bet I can go to a HBCU and play ball. That's probably not going to happen now. Now, in some 4 and 5 stars is like, no, I'm still going. And he did that, but at the same time, once you flip him and you leave, I got a problem with that because now, like, he wants them to hire the coach that's there in-house. I don't have a problem with that, but I do know that he's not going to bring the same recruiting talent that Deion Sanders did.
Yep.
He flips Shador. And if I watched the video, a lot of videos, Shador and Shiloh's body language. Like, when he said, I didn't even tell my family about it, I believe he didn't tell nobody but his wife. Like,
Nope.
Everybody was like, oh, they knew. Well, Shador body language looked bad. Shiloh didn't even go to Colorado with him.
Nope.
And I'm pretty sure Deion said, well, he made me mad. And I'm pretty sure the anger stemmed from, yo, what the fuck? Why we leaving? Because Shiloh played in the FBS. He did that. Did a stint in South Carolina before his daddy started coaching. And he transferred to go to the HBCU experience, and I think he fell in love with it. This man was doing the fucking drum major shit, like practicing that shit, Billy. The HBCU culture is infectious. Look at Pat. Pat had the time of his fucking life in Jackson. And he ranted about that on his show after he left. Hey, I love Jackson. Food was good. People was good. He running around saying, fired up. Jake, he don't even know what the fuck that means, but he's saying it. Cool. Like, so I got a problem with that because it's like I ain't gonna say he pimped. I'm not gonna say he pimped his way off of Jackson State. I ain't gonna be one to say that because he was about to be in year 4 of 4. So I get the whole I gotta elevate shit, but I feel like, hey man, ride it out. Shador was gonna come out his junior year regardless. I don't think Shador was gonna have to play 4 years for somebody.
He's gonna have to now.
I mean, definitely he's gonna have to because he's going to, especially then he picked a conference where everybody dogs except for you. To you, like you going to what is Utah, Nebraska, what are they in? Big 12?
Pac-12.
Pac-12?
USC, Utah,
bro.
Oregon, Washington.
He's not beating none of them.
Not off rip. No, not in the first 2 years.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, and Shador.
Like, I feel like
you said what? What'd you say, Bill?
No, my bad. It was lagging out. I gotta figure something out. But no, in the first year, I don't think the talent they have now. I don't care who Deion brings. I don't care the staff he brings. The talent's not there. The Pac-12 is better than we think. And I feel like a lot of people are acting like Deion is just going to super turn around this program like he did at Jackson State. And I don't think that's the case because of Washington still has Penix at quarterback. Oregon is still Oregon. They still have, you know what I mean? Utah is still Kyle Whittingham is the best coach in the Pac-12. Like still, you have USC.
Is Cam Rising still going to be there too?
Yeah, Cam Rising has 1 more year left. Yeah, I don't think he's coming out.
No way.
And then think about the quarterback of Washington State, Cam. I think his name is Cam Ward. Very underrated. Didn't get a lot of looks. Came from I think it's like Whitaker State or whatever the fuck it is. But he's a baller too. And I just feel like Deion, if it goes sideways like fast, then the media is like pushing out. I'm just worried like Deion's going to be like, all right, fuck it, I'll go back to HBCUs, and I feel like that's going to leave a sour taste too.
I just feel like he shouldn't have left. At least. Bro, you was in year 4 of 4. Just knock it out. Hey, knock it out, dog. Knock it out. Yeah. At least get the change. Because you're not, like, I ain't going to say you're not swag because he did what he needed to do. 2 back-to-back swag championships. You definitely swag. But that's from a sports aspect. From a mental aspect, nah, you're not swag. Because if you're thinking about it, bro, like, dog, we don't get to participate in no FCS playoff. Nothing. It's just a celebration bowl and nothing. So, Deion, you got the voice, you got the image. Hey, we should be in the playoffs. We need to see if we can play people too to see how good we really are. Now you gone. The biggest name there,
Right.
other than to people other than myself, like, because I know the HBCU game, so I know these coaches. The biggest name that y'all would know is gonna be Eddie George now. Like, that's it. Yeah. Don't nobody. I know
Eddie George has been at Tennessee State. He's been there for like 5 years. So it's like Eddie George, awesome dude, Ohio State Heisman winner, MVP for the Tennessee Titans. Like, but he's nothing like Prime. Like Prime is like almost a character. Like, you know what I mean?
Prime
Eddie George
is a character.
Yeah. Right. You know
he got his own personality. He got that personality.
Right. And Eddie George is
being
just
loud and being. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So, Tonio, the screenshot I sent in the group chat, you care if I read this out?
No, I don't care.
So Darius Jordan is a dude who put on Facebook, but I'm just going to read it real fast. I'm going to say one thing about Deion Sanders, the situation. I'm going to leave it alone. We, and he put in capital letters, have to stop this crab bucket mentality. This man did what he had to do at Jackson State. 2 championships, 2 5-star recruits, exposure, exactly like what Tonio was saying. And all he's done after that is he wants to be better. He wants to better another program, go to the next level, take his coaches and family by salary. Now he's a sellout, supposed to be, quote unquote, put on for the hood, quote unquote, put on for HBCUs, quote unquote. But for how long? Does the goals matter? Does his goals matter? Were we supposed to put HBCU football on his back alone and make him carry the weight for years? Black people expect you to have undying loyalty to the expense of belittling yourself. Just rejoice in his success and let a black man do the damn thing. Let's go, Prime. I read that today and I sent it to the group chat because I'm not going to sit here and say like I have the experience of a black man or nothing like that. But it's like maybe that is a mentality. Like that's where mine was, is that I'm upset for the HBCUs. So like I just wanted to put in perspective of where Tonio was saying and add another black man's perspective of just like how the different ways we could think about things like that.
So and this is gonna be it because we gotta move on to this portal. But bro, I get what dude's saying. Yeah, his family, but they set. All of them set. Like whole family set. From the media brother to Shador to the daughter to Shiloh. They set. NILs out the ass. They daddy ain't broke. He not no dummy.
They were set before he even took a head coaching
exactly.
job.
Yeah. Affleck commercial with Nick Saban. You think Saban doing anything for under $1 million? And
bro, Barstool.
You have his monitor going off. Hold on.
What Billy said?
No, man. He just got up and gone.
He's got to shoot another person.
But that's all I got to say on that, man. Let's move on to this portal. What y'all think, man?
Cade is going to. Iowa might be nice for real.
Iowa was a quarterback away from being good, and they just got
a
good quarterback.
Be that guy.
He's got eligibility until 2025 too.
Because of COVID year.
Yeah, COVID year, and then he redshirted this year because he got hurt.
Oh, he did get hurt.
He either redshirted this year or his freshman year, but yeah, I think it was this year he got redshirt credit for it.
Yeah, because if you don't play in 4 games or any more than 4 games, you can get redshirted still.
So that man could be a 6-year super senior out there in Iowa just running a powerhouse.
Bro, Iowa's gonna be nice.
So the craziest thing I'm thinking about is I'm seeing a lot of players trying to transfer from Alabama, and that's crazy to me. Like I don't know.
think Nick Saban can handle the NIL stuff. I truly believe that.
It's looking like that. I didn't want to believe it, but I don't think he's a fan of it. And
I think he can't get out of his own way with it, like mentally.
I think that's what it is because I'm not gonna sit here and say he can't coach. He's still the best coach college football ever seen.
Yeah.
You said he
greatest
can't?
coach of all time.
Oh, so I'm not silly to quote Billy, who left us to go get some wild turkey.
Yeah, bro. He's going to get some booze.
No. So my baby monitor was actually going off. My baby monitor was going off. I didn't just bounce, but
Good
I just
dad.
did 2 birds with 1 stone on the way back.
Good dad.
But I'm that's
Thank you.
surprising to me. They
I
had
handed it off to my wife actually. So she's a good
they
mom.
had their offensive guard switch. He was the first person to flip. I seen a running back on Twitter, with Sanders. He's talking about leaving and going to play with Deion. So for Alabama to be losing people, this portal is about to get funky. I feel like y'all losing people. Ohio State's losing people. Like,
but it's players that want to play, man. Like we can't fault them for that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I don't think they believe in Ryan Day out there in Ohio, though.
I don't think that's why people are going to the transfer portal.
What is he? 54. He's like 54-3, man. It's not like he's
40,
just out
45-5.
That's it. Yeah.
How long has he been?
And he's only lost 2 games in the Big Ten.
How long has he been a coach?
Both Michigan.
2019, 2018.
2019.
Yeah, but Aaron,
College football playoff. College football playoff. National championship. Rose Bowl victory. College football playoff.
Who got a national championship?
Yeah.
Rose Bowl championship is what I said.
No, you said national championship.
No,
he went to the national championship.
Oh yeah, he lost. Sorry.
Yeah, but he lost.
But I'm saying he's been to the college football playoff. He's been in the national championship. He won the Rose Bowl, and he's been to the college football playoff.
Stop backing him up. All I'm saying is the 2 games he lost in the Big Ten is the most important games he ever lost.
And I also agree with that. I'm not saying anything about Ryan Day. You brought up Ryan Day, and I'm defending Ryan Day because that's not why people are transferring.
Hey,
they just made the college football playoff and lost the last game of the year.
So
that means Ohio State is going to be ranked high all the time.
So
I mean, they're an NFL factory.
Yeah, I mean,
they literally have the record for most in the first round picks ever, and they have
Georgia
the most
beat that.
overall picks. Of all time.
They did.
Georgia just blew that record out of the water.
All time, all time, not just
I don't
1
care
year.
about
all time is what Aaron's saying.
So Aaron gets to talk about SEC coach. I talk about his coach. He get a little funky ass attitude. I don't see how it works. Nick Saban can't.
You're saying because they don't believe in Ryan Day. That's not the case.
He can't win the big game.
Okay.
I mean, he won it in 2 years.
And look at James Williams.
Okay. I think he'll be okay.
Look at James Williams. Left Ohio State because that wide receiver room was for real. And he was like, I'll just go play at fucking Alabama. Fuck it.
And they still supported touchdowns. They went to the national championship game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But he would have done the same shit at Ohio State. So
Joe Burrow left because you know why? The quarterback room was ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculously ass. So let's talk about a conference that we really don't like who's losing people, the ACC. DJ Ukulele, whatever the fuck.
Ulungale, you
no
motherfucker.
disrespect to you, because him leaving Clemson is insane to me.
No, it's not. It's
not,
dude.
He's not that good.
Huh?
He's not that good, bro.
No, he's not that bad.
But he's not that bad.
Compared to their last few quarterbacks, he's not that bad.
Quit comparing them to the last quarterbacks.
No.
So you can have Ohio State can have an insane quarterback room. I say the same shit. Now I gotta quit comparing. You just said that, Aaron.
No, you took that way wrong. Definitely.
No. You said Joe Burrow left because he had an insane what's his name? Well, there was some great quarterbacks.
That's not why DJ's leaving, you cornball. What are you doing?
That's not what I'm saying. See, you took it wrong. I'm saying like it was good quarterbacks while he was there, right? Larry was there while he was there, right?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
No, he was
Yeah.
not.
Last
He
year.
didn't play
Yes,
a
he
year under
was.
T. Larry.
He got recruited. He got recruited when T. Larry was there because they flew over the stadium and Dabo Swinney looked down and said, "That's where you'll be throwing touchdowns." He was there the year. He's a sophomore.
I don't know, but I feel like he was there 1 year.
No, didn't
Yeah,
T. Larry
he was
get
a
hurt and he had to come in and
freshman
play?
last year.
I'm pretty sure he
When
played.
T. Larry-
T. Larry definitely got hurt, and DJ Ugalele.
Yeah, I definitely
Came
remember
in
that,
and played.
unless we're
No.
both remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure
He's a
T. Larry
sophomore.
went down and
No.
he came in.
Either way, why
No.
do you think they leave? Why do you think he leaving Clemson, dude?
DJ was a freshman last year.
He is a
What?
junior.
Yeah.
He is a junior.
Man, I know I'm right. I'm not finna argue about
Oh,
this,
shit.
right? Yeah, like I know I'm right.
When did T. Larry get drafted?
Oh man.
Last year.
But we last
No, 2 years
not
ago.
this draft, last draft.
He had to do Urban Meyer, and then now he's got an actual head coach.
But real fast,
Either
no.
way,
So
dude,
Dabo,
why do you think he leaving Clemson?
because he's not better than the quarterback they have. Cade Klubnik,
Klubik or something.
Klubik, yeah, I think you were right, Matt. That kid was the number 6 recruit overall, the number 1 quarterback recruit from Westlake, Texas. Westlake has given us Drew Brees, Baker Mayfield, like all these fucking NFL talents, like
Baker
stop.
Mayfield.
The number 1 pick in the fucking draft. Yeah.
And he won the Browns a playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro, in Pittsburgh
Thank you.
after 32
So-
years, bro.
Hey, y'all be going out this one game, one season. That man sucks. That man sucks, bro.
He doesn't
He's
really
not good.
suck, though.
I'm just saying
Now,
the talent that Wesley
career
puts
now.
out. And then if we're stopping at college football, Baker Mayfield is a Heisman fucking winner. That's where we're stopping. But DJ is looking at that room like, oh, this dude's better than me. I got to get out of here so I can go fucking play. I'm not hating the guy for it, but Dabo has shown us with Kelly Bryant, like, hey man, you are really good, but I have this kid who's the number 1 recruit overall, and he's going to be the quarterback, and that was Trevor Lawrence. So what do you want me to do? So DJ's like, okay, I see the writing on the wall. I'm out of here. I don't think it's like a disrespectful thing, but it's like
He
Dabo's done
definitely
this.
ain't got no hard feelings or nothing.
Yeah, people are calling him soft or a brat or whatever, and it's like, no, I want to go
Nah.
play where I'm going to play. That's stupid.
I'm trying to go to the NFL, bro.
What do you
I
think?
don't care about Clemson.
What do you think he ends up?
I think he ends up on a Pac-12 team.
So
What
the
about Oregon?
offense he
What
runs,
about-
I would say he's going to go to SEC team. I wouldn't be
Now, what
shocked
about
at Ole
Oregon?
Miss. Not to
Yeah.
shout out Tony Osteen, I hate it. He
Well,
doesn't.
he's not
He
gonna go to
doesn't. He
Oregon.
doesn't fit it.
He ain't coming.
Oregon's got the number 1 recruit out of the state of Michigan, Dante
Ooh, what
Moore.
about
It's like
Miami? What about Miami?
don't they have a top
Maybe Miami.
quarterback
I can
recruit?
see that.
He not
Yeah, but
coming.
they
they
were
have a
supposed to
top
have the number 1 pick
already
overall
decommitted.
quarterback, bro.
He decommitted?
Yeah, because I think he was the number 1 quarterback decommitted from Miami after they I think it was after the A&M loss. He was like, all right, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, I don't know why any top recruit still goes to Miami. Their facilities are garbage. They were good in 2000s. That's about it.
That's why. You ever seen that 30 for 30? That's one of the best 30 for 30s I've ever seen. That's why. they
Yeah,
were-
from the 2000s, they just happen to have strike gold, and that's great. But why still go there? You're going to ruin your chances going to the NFL. Like, you're just going to be on a garbage team, and you're going to be a good player, and then you're going to get drafted low, and they're just going to cut you because they don't want to give you a chance.
All right, so DJ's leaving, right? Who's another transfer that we're talking about? Cade McNamara already was transferring to Iowa way before the portal, but I think he's a graduate, so he could do whatever he wants. I don't think the Monday portal matters.
He's
The
still
other
got
big
eligibility to 2025.
The other big name is Devin Leary.
Devin Leary, who was supposed to be, he was looked at as the number 1 quarterback prospect for the NFL draft this year, and he was like, yeah, fuck this team, which I think is
He got
wild.
hurt. He tore a
He
pec.
get hurt, but why would you bounce on that team, though? You know?
I don't know why he wouldn't just go to the NFL, but yeah.
Maybe once. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong in this, but I've always like looked at it. So I never played college ball, so I don't know. Like again, I'm speaking of like stupidity here, but I would love to just play football as long as I could, especially if I don't think like if you're in your own head and you know that like you're probably not an NFL guy, like I would try to play as long as I could in college. Do that Kenny Pickett and stay there for 25 years, or to the Stetson Bennett and just hope.
No, Sean Clifford. Sean Clifford's
Yeah.
been at Penn State since 2017 or something. Stetson Bennett was just terrible for 8 years after high school, then stuck on with Georgia.
Yeah, just hung out.
He's older than Aaron.
Yep, he is.
Aaron joined the military, got out of the military, and Stetson Bennett's still in college football.
So is Hendon Hooker, bro.
Yeah, but Hendon's good, so it's different.
Now Tennessee's going to have Joe Milton, and Joe Milton's been around since 2017. He's got until 2025.
Remember when I went to the Ohio State-Michigan game in 18, and I told you some dude came in, I didn't know his name, and you were like, yeah, that's Joe Milton. That was 2018, bro.
Yeah, that did. On national television, they're like, that guy's going to be good as long as he get that accuracy down. And I was like, he won't. But
he won't.
Last thing
he literally threw a pick so hard when Ohio State caught it, dude. You could see the dude's wind get pushed out of his stomach, dude.
Unreal arm.
Last thing about the portal. So these teams had the most people transfer today. Virginia Tech, 11 players, or entered the portal today. Texas A&M, 10 players. Clemson, 9 players. Ole Miss, 9 players. And I think this is Stanford having 9.
David Shaw retired.
Yeah, so he's probably like all those Stanford recruits are like, all right, fuck it.
So that's crazy to me. I think
Antonio, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Why do you think Ole Miss has so many?
Probably defensive players sick of playing that weak ass 3-2-5 or 3, whatever that defense is. Sucks. Defense trash.
I didn't know if it was maybe because of they didn't know what Lane Kiffin was doing.
It's not 3-2-5. 3-2-6. Well, probably that might be like it's the same. Mississippi got toyed with so much this month is crazy. Deion and Lane literally did the same shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you taking this job? I got a job to finish. Get your popcorn ready. They did the same shit. Lane stayed. But bro, if you knew you was gonna stay, just say that. That's easy. Like, this guessing game shit, like putting off of Twitter is cool, but you got a whole team that's like, shit, my coach can't even make decisions when it need to be made. Why the fuck I'm staying here? So that's probably it. But speaking of decisions when it needs to be made, last thing about NCAA, I don't know why we're talking about it because this dude has one leg. But Matt's running back is not a Heisman finalist, and everybody except for me and Aaron cares about it.
I don't understand how the best running back in college football is not up for a Heisman. It just doesn't make any sense. Like even if you think he's the 5th best. Yeah, that's where my problem is with it. Like you have 4 quarterbacks, and then you don't even have like Drake May. Yeah, he fucked up for the ACC championship game and the week before that. So like, okay, I could see him going out, but it's like, what has Blake done other than be injured to get him not to go to New York?
That's all it takes.
Yes. Same with Hendon Hooker. Like, how are you going to fault the man for getting hurt? Like, the guy played half a game and had 150 rushing yards, and then he tried to play versus Ohio State, couldn't get it done. He got 2 carries for 6 yards with one leg. Like
Kobe Torres' Achilles still shot the free throw. Soft.
Real fast, who's everybody's Heisman winner? Because I'm still rocking with Caleb Williams. I think he gets it.
I think it'll be Caleb Williams because I read where they all voted before the championship games.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I can see that. Matt, who you got?
If that's true, but if it's not true, it should be Max Duggan after his last 2 games.
Should be Stetson Bennett.
Should be.
Mm-hmm.
That dude shouldn't even be on that list.
Should not be Stetson Bennett. Good.
I called it in the show.
Okay. Do you want me to be completely honest?
He should not have gotten.
You want me to be completely honest? Nobody should deserve it, and they should just keep it.
Yeah, but
That's
someone's
the
got to
God's
win it.
honest
But
truth.
Stetson Bennett being on there is disrespectful to everybody. That guy's
my
like
shit's lagging,
30
so
years old.
I'm gonna say, let me just throw this in there before we get off. If Stetson Bennett was on Ohio State, do you think they do anything that they did with CJ Stroud out there? The answer is no.
No.
Hell, both of them don't fucking run. CJ don't run.
It's the same offense. They don't run the ball.
That's the only thing different, Billy, is CJ's more athletic, probably got better arm, but it's the same offense, bro. Like
CJ's not athletic.
He's definitely more athletic than Stetson Bennett.
Come on, Billy. He's definitely more athletic than Stetson Bennett. Come on.
He's definitely
I don't know, man.
athletic.
I think
CJ can run.
That's what we're using as that.
Where was Stetson Bennett at before Georgia? Because he transferred there. He probably has a full degree and a whole family already.
Why do you hate this dude so much?
He was
so old.
Is this like your distant uncle or something, bro? Like,
no. Who was that guy for the Browns? Who's that guy for the Browns? He was 28 and got drafted in the first round.
Brandon Weeden.
Brandon Weeden. That'd be like Brandon Weeden winning the Heisman at 29 years old. Get out of here. That's unfair.
He was invited though. He was invited too.
I know. But if he would have won that, imagine that. That'd be like writing on a piece of paper, I'm 12 and going down and playing Little League baseball.
I mean, I ain't mad at him. Stetson Bennett.
All right, Tony, who you got for your Heisman winner? We got to move on.
Stetson Bennett.
It's not Stetson Bennett.
Bro, like
okay.
27.
We got it on tape. We're moving on.
Hey, here we go. You see what
Antonio, not a bad one. I'm telling you, sneaker.
That's what I'm saying. It's a sleeper. It's an easy pick.
All right.
His team.
Moving on to
last thing. His team is the only team that got like undefeated record. It's easy for them to get to him.
Only team. JJ should have the Heisman then.
Shut up, man.
Him too. Bingo. He could be up there.
We got to move on. Hey, we're moving on. So Denver, right? Denver plays the Ravens, and we take the dub. That's cool. Denver gives up 10 points and still loses the fucking game. I think the Russell Wilson thing is over, dude. Like, again, this is coming. I picked the Broncos to win the Super Bowl, so I just look like a big idiot too. But they got to be tired of this guy. There's no fucking chance that they're still like, oh, it's cool.
The biggest problem here, who's the backup?
No idea.
Who's their backup?
I couldn't even.
I'm about to look it up.
Because Russell Wilson has less than 10 touchdowns all season.
Latavius Murray.
Like, you tell me
they're back now. Javonte Williams got hurt, and so did Melvin Gordon. They waived Melvin Gordon.
No, backup quarterback.
Nah, it might be Brett
Ripon.
What's that say about him?
He started when Russ got hurt for like a game
that's right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
When he was doing high knees on the plane to London, bro. Because he don't get jet lagged.
Yikes.
That's the
anyway, I just wanted to bring that up one more time.
I would blame him. He had 225 yards that game, so that's probably more than Russ.
That's more than Russ this month. But fucking Deshaun Watson started for Cleveland last week, y'all. Did anybody watch the Browns Texans game other than me?
Nah, but I heard he played like poop stains.
He didn't look good, but he didn't look bad. Well, the defense had 3 touchdowns, so it's hard to lose that game.
I know.
I think Deshaun maybe next week.
Tampa Bay just scored, by the way. Huh?
Who scored? What are you talking about?
Tampa.
Tom just hit a whole bootleg. I'm watching
it right 3
now.
minutes to go. It's about to be 16-10 if they make the extra point. But
I need to go.
These teams are terrible, awful.
Yeah, this is awful. But that's why I'm glad we're doing the show. Speaking of awful, we're gonna go the opposite of awful. Jalen Hurts looks like the MVP, y'all. Am I tripping or am I absolutely correct?
I have a text in my phone from one of my other group chats with the homies, Butler, Dre, Mitch, and Ham, and they asked, and I picked Jalen Hurts for my high. I think what he has done in a year for the turnaround, like just willing this Eagles team to win, doing whatever it takes to get a dub. Like we just seeing so let's talk about Jalen Hurts. Before he transferred from Alabama, the dude was 24-2, freshman, sophomore year. So he's been a winner. He's a
crybaby too, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay.
He got benched.
When?
The national championship
Tua.
game.
Definitely a crybaby. But I feel like I don't think he's a crybaby. I'm just playing, Billy. I just like making you mad. But I think that was a great move. I'm happy that they benched him because he got to go to Oklahoma and not use his legs and start using his depending on his arm. So now he's confident at Oklahoma. And he almost won the Heisman at Oklahoma. So I like him. I like what the Eagles did. That AJ Brown move was probably the best move of the year. Them getting him.
That was off. That was crazy.
Yeah, them getting
because the Titans are stupid.
Yep, getting some offensive line help is amazing. AJ showing out against the Titans yesterday. Love it for him. So I just got Jalen Hurts. Now it's not lost on me that Pat Mahomes is still Pat Mahomes. But I think for some reason the people don't like Pat Mahomes winning shit. And he can't beat the Bengals.
Damn right he can't beat Joe Burrow.
Bingo.
Bro, the Bengals own the Chiefs, bro. It's crazy, kind of.
3-0.
Like Michigan owned
3-0 in 2022, bro.
So I was getting shit on for saying Jeff Saturday should not have gotten the head coaching job, and everybody, hey, well, you don't know anything. Jeff Saturday, blah blah blah. Looks like
you go so country.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do that. I think
I want to know why. Who are you?
He said, blah, 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 blah.
My bad. I didn't think that's what I was doing. But no, man, the dude looks like butt. Like he doesn't look very good. I mean, I'm sitting in my garage, so I mean, he's doing something better than me. But the dude looks bad. Like he doesn't look. He looks like he doesn't know how to be a coach, and like that's fine. Like I'm not. I don't want to take away from his greatness as a player or anything, but dude, being a coach is hard. Like we're acting like you could just show up and do this because they beat I think it was the Raiders, and we're acting like, oh yeah, see, Jeff Saturday has it. He has it, and then look, nothing.
Well, and then they were competitive against the Eagles. They were competitive too against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Well, I said it.
But
from,
definitely not competitive.
But what if I just threw in that Eagles had a bad game?
Well, right, but also not competitive against the Cowboys.
I definitely said it from day one. Somebody, I ain't gonna say no names. Somebody called him Jeff Sunday. I don't know who that was.
That was Matt Bringard. I'll say a name. I don't care.
Hey, let's remember what he stepped into. Did he step into a good team or did he step into a losing team?
He stepped into a playoff team last year.
He took over a terrible team.
Yeah, but
Frank Reich has totally ruined by getting Matt Ryan. He's got Matt Ryan as his quarterback. That man does nothing but give up lead. He's awful. He hasn't been good in years.
Good point.
I don't care because Matt Bringard, while you have a good point, that first Raiders win, you was like, hey, look like we about to call him Jeff Sunday. So,
versus Dallas, they were competitive until the fourth quarter, just like Ohio State was, and shit happened. Shit unfolded that he can't control on the field.
All right, hey, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Billy's best because college football took a lot of our time. So Billy's best, real fast. The Eagles, they got the MVP at quarterback. They're just playing on a high level. I still got the Chiefs second. Just because, like, hey man, shit happens. Like, you play a bad game, the Bengals own you. I'm not gonna just take them down just because they had a bad loss.
But
Number 3, huh?
The Chiefs are the Chiefs, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see what happens in the playoffs too, right? You know what I mean? So I got the Vikings 3. I really think they had a really shitty game. I forget who they played. They had that awful game. And then I got the Bengals at 4. I had the Bengals 5 last week, and Tony was like, "Oh, you got the Bengals?" Yeah, look at what they're doing in the last couple weeks. So
they've won.
The Bengals 4. The 49ers are 5.
Huh. They've won 8 of the last 10.
Yeah, no, great team. I think they could pass the Vikings this week whenever they play the Lions, because I could see the Lions getting a W against
the Lions
Minnesota.
Are favored,
I got you,
Matt.
He's so excited to say that.
Bonkers.
We almost beat them. We should have beat them.
Yeah, but the 2 times the Lions have been favored this year, they've gotten they have losses by 10 plus points. But the Niners are my number 5 team, and I got shit on just in some other groups and some other sports fans for saying Brock Purdy is going to be the future of the San Francisco 49ers. Looking at the film, the game
looks Purdy.
Dude, I see that was good. That was damn good. But looking at the film, dude, like the game, obviously it's faster. Like he was not ready, like for how the speed of the game. So there was a lot of dump offs. There was a lot of here's just throw to Debo and just kind of make some shit happen. But I think Brock Purdy is gonna get the 49ers right, and I think
Mystery relevant.
He's gonna be the most famous Mr. Relevant of all time
until Baker comes in.
Stop. I'm over all that. All right. But that's it for the NFL. Tonio, we're moving on to the NBA, man. You want to do your top tier first and then we talk? Or you want to talk?
Can you read?
Oh, we're doing hot stove. Excuse me.
God almighty.
My bad.
All right. Well,
Billy, you're a host.
And not a good one?
I'm not a good host.
I'm not a good host. I didn't say anything about you.
Justin Verlander's taking a paid retirement to New York, going to the Mets for $86 million 2 years. So
2 years, $86 million
with a third year option.
Bro, how do you become a ball boy in the NFL? I know they gotta make in baseball. I know they gotta make
No, dude. The ball boys are like coaches and players' sons and shit. They don't get nothing.
Nah, I gotta figure it out, bro. 2 years.
No, you can't pay a kid under 13 or something. It's like child labor
dude,
law.
They're like little kids.
Nope.
It's like kids
if
of
we don't
the
figure
players
out how
and
to
shit,
get
man.
me
It's
on,
not
Billy,
like
Billy, if we don't figure out how to get me on to be one of these high paid baseball.
You could do where they rake the fields and stuff and put new bases in.
I'll do all of that, but if we don't figure it out, I'm gonna do a think piece in the MLB, and it's gonna be
true.
bad.
Or, dude, we could do a Make-A-Wish and just see hey, I'm just poor and sad. Can you help me? Instead of us having a horrible disease or something.
Yeah.
Well, besides trying to be a ball boy, in other news, Trey Turner caught a bag with the Phillies, 11 years. So
11 years, how much?
I think it was like $300 million. I don't remember off the top of my head.
No, I thought it was 300. I think it is 300, Matt. You might be right.
Yeah, I think it's like 300 on the dot. Who else? No,
I think that helps Philly's bats too.
Oh yeah.
I think if they would have had Trey Turner in the World Series this year, I think the Phillies could have won the World Series.
Bryce Harper, baby.
Fuck Bryce Harper.
Stop that.
Didn't you meet him in an airport?
The rudest dude I've ever met. The rudest famous person I've ever met in my life. Fuck Bryce Harper. I'll die on this hill forever.
His wife played soccer at Ohio State.
No one gives a fuck. He played for Vegas.
Fuck Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with him.
This is a Fuck Bryce Harper podcast.
Fuck Bryce Harper.
That's not true. I like you, Bryce Harper. If you ever hear Bryce Harper, I like
Fuck Bryce Harper.
You're off the pod then.
It'd be pretty cool if he sent me a jersey or something. You know what I mean?
Bryce will beat your ass. Me, Matt,
yeah.
and Bill.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'll beat you guys up for beating him up.
It's 3 against 1, and then it's 3
Tonio,
against
I'm
1.
gonna have to shoot you. Tonio, I might have to shoot you in the kneecaps, but you'll know I'm there.
See, you worry about me, and I'm not the hitter. It's the mustache. That's the hitter. That's the one
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're a lot bigger than me.
Look,
I might have to
Al
shoot you in the kneecaps, Bubba.
But let's get into it, man.
Hold on, I got one more because it's my team. I just want to say it. Jacob deGrom to the Texas Rangers is going to help us get back to the playoffs and back to the promised land.
No, he's not.
One more for my team plug. Tigers signed Matthew Boyd back, so Matty B, aka me, is back in Detroit.
Bingo, back in Detroit, baby.
Detroit would never win anything.
Oh,
Boom.
You know what the Red Legs are doing? Nothing, because Bob needs to sell the team.
That team's been irrelevant for years.
Yep, just like Detroit sports.
That's not true.
Anyway,
My fault, man. I'm just playing. Tonio's top tier, man. Here we go. This is gonna be quick. The Celtics, they separating themselves from the whole NBA. 19-5. They look like they get better every night. Once again, Billy was correct. He said they were gonna be good. I was wrong, but I still want to see them in the playoffs. But the way it's looking, can't nobody beat them. Like nobody. They are looking. Man, they looking good. Jason Tatum for MVP probably. But we got some news. Billy gonna eat his words. I got them, but coming behind them, Chris Middleton's back. And they took an L, but they still look good. I got the Milwaukee Bucks at number 2. Number 3, Chris Paul. We found out the reason why they can't win the finals because he's sleeping with Kim Kardashian. So that makes sense. You know,
why would you do that as a player, man? Like
he hooked up Devin Booker.
Yeah, bro. Devin Booker go with the sister. Chris like, shit, you know, Kim probably easy. Devin put him on. So instead of Chris throwing him an alley-oop, he threw Chris one. I ain't mad at him.
Easy or Yeezy?
Huh?
Easy or Yeezy?
I see what you did there. So I got the Suns.
This show's
The number 14 is gonna make Billy mad because we got a bet going on, and yeah, everything I said about it is going the way it's supposed to. The number 14 is the New Orleans Pelicans. They look amazing. They do. And Zion is going crazy. Just like I told Billy, what was the bet? 25 games or 30?
Yep. I want to say it's 25, but I'm gonna say 30 for right now.
Yeah.
Didn't Alvarado just go out for 38?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So they just win.
Let's see him do it for longer than fucking 5 games.
They doing amazing. Focusing on letting Brandon Ingram and Zion run the team. Brandon Ingram is an underrated player to me. Way underrated.
Hold the fucking phone.
What happened?
He threw a touchdown pass, but it was holding. So now they got 16 seconds left. It's 1st and goal, but there was a holding penalty after he threw a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin.
Wow.
I would
challenge. And my number 5 team, team is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Still looking good. Donovan Discount Mitchell is about to lose his nickname, just like this player has to lose his nickname. Let's talk about the Lakers, baby.
So, real fast before we start talking about the Lakers, I will absolutely retire my street clothes mantra for now. I'm not saying it's a forever thing. I'm going to do a Brett Favre MJ retirement for street clothes on this show for right now because that dude is playing out of his fucking mind. He looks like Shaquille O'Neal out there with some sprinkles of Kobe Bryant. Like, what the fuck? Like, watching this dude play is, like, honestly amazing. Like, it's so good to watch.
It's crazy, bro. Like, and I'm so happy to see it because now it's gonna be the Lakers they're primed to be way better now because now the focal point on defense, it ain't LeBron no more. It's AD. But if you're an idiot if you think LeBron still can't go out and just get 30. So it's crazy. I think it's almost time for us to say we were too hasty on the Russ trade. Darvin Ham just had to come in and do what needed to be done. Hey, Russ, we're not going to trade you, but we're going to bench you, and you're going to be productive for me on the bench. So kudos to Darvin Ham for getting Russ to scoring 18, and he's over the last 10 games, the 8-2 stretch that they on, Russ is averaging 18 and 11. Numbers is crazy. That is crazy. He's still turning the ball over. Like that's him. He's still turning the ball over. But Darvin Ham, the one game that I was mad at him about, but couldn't be too mad where they won off that fluke 3, is where Russ was going off in the 4th, but he still put him in. But he had 2 key turnovers and 2 jumpers that he missed within the last 2 minutes of the game. So Darvin, don't fix it if it ain't broke. Hey, in the 4th quarter in pressure time, take Russ out until he proves that he can become the Russ of late.
There you go. With you though, Aaron. I'm with you. I wouldn't do it until not even if he proves it. Just let's.
Yeah, I don't think it, but I still think the Lakers need something. They need a shooter. They just waived the Matt Ryan dude.
Yeah.
So the Mats are definitely losing out here. So sorry, Matt. They waived him. I liked him because he hit that 3 and then he was cool for like 1 game, and then the next 5 games he didn't hit shit. So yeah, but he got a chance to be in the NBA and play for the purple and gold. So I got a question to ask. Is Kyler Murray and Trae Young the same person?
I think so.
I'd say it's too early to say that.
Yeah.
So he looked frustrated, right, with Nate McMillan. Like so granted, I only saw the clip because I don't watch Hawks games, but it just looked like he was actually just frustrated with what was happening for the team. Kyler Murray looks like he's frustrated because Cliff is having to, and I hate Cliff Kingsbury. Again, this is another hill I'll die on. Kyler Murray looks like he thinks Cliff is like the biggest idiot in the fucking world. Whereas Trey's situation just looked like, why did we just do this one time? Maybe I'm tripping. That's how I see it.
What is the thing? That Nuggets game, he was out, right? He didn't even show up to the game. Like John Collins on the bench. Trae Young, not in the building. What if you're the superstar of a team, and I don't care, hurt or not, maybe you don't travel with the team, but the NBA players always travel. Bron was hurt. He was in every city, missing Bronny's games. Like, bro, like you travel, especially if you're the leader for the team.
Yeah, but maybe you get like
maybe you what?
For a traveling game, my bad for interrupting. The lag is just fucking us up right now. But maybe Trae being the superstar, maybe he gets a couple games where he doesn't have to travel. Maybe like there could be a like mental health on top of a physical health kind of break. Where I don't think it's the same. That Kyler Murray shit with Cliff Kingsbury is just bad.
No, Billy. There's no. Hey, you don't travel if you're the superstar. LeBron is the face of the league, and every game he sat on the bench, he was there. The only time you miss shit is when it's family situations or you got COVID or some shit. He just missed it because he was mad at coach. What's his name? What's the coach name?
Nate McMillan.
He was mad at coach. So that's why he didn't show up to the game. And then now, once problems start, just like Kyler Murray, we seen it. Once the problems start, then people start airing you out. Hey, people think Trae should be this around the franchise, or he should do this better. He should be a better leader. They not making that shit up. People do think that, but it get aired out when you fuck up. So I feel like if you look back, Trae might be the same as Kyler Murray. Might not be there yet, but the NBA just started. So
I can feel that. We can put a bookmark in this.
We will come back to this. And my last thing for the NBA is Money Mayweather trying to buy a team.
In Vegas, you think? You think him and Braun go on a thing?
Bro, see, I don't know. Because I really think I really ain't never seen Bron and Floyd just like that, But I don't think Bron no dummy. And if it's in Vegas, Bron already said he wanted a team in Vegas. So yeah, there's that. But I'm excited because I know wherever and whenever he get a team, that shit's gonna be a movie. Every time you go to the stadium, he gonna be like modern Jerry Buss with the theatrics around the stadium and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited to see it if it happens, if the NBA presidents let it happen.
So I got two things. One, I do think that would be super cool. But two, I'm going to quote one of my favorite rappers of all time, 50 Cent. You can't even read. I just don't understand how he would own a team and he can't read.
You don't need to read dollar signs. They'll see it. They'll take that extra money you gave because you didn't know how much you was paying. They're not gonna be mad that you overpaid them. Oh, hey Floyd, it's only $2 billion. You gave us $6 billion. He'll pay
Keep it.
Money team.
Keep
Bam.
it. I'll make that. Yeah, I'll make that.
He'll just go fight in Japan again.
I've never gotten so much hate for wearing a hat than I did with wearing the money team hat. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Who was hating on you?
I can think about a hat that you probably did get hate for, but we're not gonna bring that up. Hey man, it's been another dope show, man.
Hold on, real fast, Tonio. Hold on. I know we need to end, but real fast, dude. I got some bowl games for some picks, and we need to get it on film just so everybody can be held accountable. Y'all ready?
I'll be right back. Ole Miss is beating Texas Tech.
They're not, but all right. So the Liberty Bowl, Kansas, Arkansas. Who you got, Aaron?
Arkansas.
Taking Arkansas. Who you got, Matt?
Kansas.
Give me Kansas as well.
What happened to Arkansas, by the way?
They're not that good. The SEC just sucks.
Kansas is bad too.
Nah, Kansas is straight. You Big 12, baby. All right. Texas Bowl. I got Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Who y'all got? Guns up, Aaron. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Ole Miss.
Guy. What's up, Matt?
Ole Miss.
Y'all are gay. Okay.
No, he is.
And then the Alamo Bowl. Huh?
I said he is, not me. I picked. Oh, yeah.
I'm with you, dude. Guns up. Joey McGuire all day. The Alamo Bowl, we got Texas and Washington. I don't know where Tonio went.
I got Texas.
There he is. Found him.
I got him. All right, Tonio has Texas. I got Washington, though. Who do y'all got?
I got Washington.
I got Washington. Penix, baby.
I didn't hear you, Aaron. Sorry.
Washington.
Yeah, Penix, that's what I think. So Tonio's the only one with Texas, right? All right, the Orange Bowl, the actual Orange Bowl this year. We got hell yeah, horns down, big.
Clemson.
We got Clemson, Tennessee. Who y'all got? Clemson.
Tennessee.
I don't know. I think if Joe Milton gets that accuracy down.
I hate Clemson, and I'm picking
So is that
Clemson.
Tennessee, Matt? You taking the pick?
That's what I'm talking about. Matt's trying to go to the SEC, baby. I can feel it.
No, you got a Big Ten quarterback down there.
What?
Hey, Billy.
All right, so you got the Gator Bowl, South Carolina at Notre Dame.
South Carolina.
Notre Dame.
You got South Carolina versus Notre Dame for the Gator Bowl.
South Carolina.
I got Notre Dame also. Matt,
I got South Carolina.
Matt, you said Notre Dame?
South Carolina.
Okay, Antonio, who you got?
Come on, man.
Okay. The Sugar Bowl, Kansas State versus Alabama, the big one.
Alabama.
Am I the only one taking Kansas? Okay. I guess I'll be the only one taking Kansas.
No, I'm taking Kansas State because they have something to play for. Alabama doesn't.
It's a good point.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
They do got something to play for. Nick Saban.
The players don't. They're about to leave.
Nick Saban doesn't give a fuck about the Sugar Bowl. All right, we got 2 more left, y'all. Ready? LSU, Purdue.
LSU.
Purdue.
Boiler up, baby, Purdue.
I'm taking LSU just because I like Brian Kelly.
Ain't no
That's the
Brian,
only pick
most
me and
likable
Tony are on the
player
same side
in
of,
college
by the way.
football.
Hey, go Big Ten, baby.
Uh,
Who's got 2 in
all
the
right, so
playoffs?
Big Ten-
Oh, that's right.
All right, so the Rose Bowl, the actual only bowl that matters aside from the college football playoff. Utah versus Penn State. I'm taking Penn State.
I'm taking Utah.
Penn State.
Penn State by a landslide.
Taking
Oh,
Utah.
yeah.
Plus 14.
Penn State's good.
Dang. Okay. All right,
Sean
man.
Clifford's
Hey,
been
so that's
playing
all
for 8
on
years.
Hey, what other SEC teams did you say in the bowls? I'm taking all of them.
No, I know. Honestly, Tony,
Guns up, Tonio. Guns up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait to see how the teams go, or how the divisions go, conferences.
What are you talking about, man?
Matt, drink another one, buddy.
No, how the conferences go, like their win-loss record. You know, we always.
I
compare,
know
like,
what
the
you
Mac-
meant, Matt.
the Mac
It
were
just,
undefeated.
okay, yeah.
I was
I know what you
what
meant,
the
Matt.
fuck?
It just sounded dumb as hell.
Yeah, I couldn't get it out. I said teams, divisions. That's not right at all.
I was very lost. Dude, but yeah, this has been a really good show. I thought, man, hour 21. I know college football took up a lot of the time, and then we even closed it with college football. But it's like this bowl season. I mean, it's hard for us to
We're bowling
forever.
Yeah,
It's dope. The committee definitely got it wrong putting Ohio State in. But I've been Tonio. It's been a great show.
but Billy, man, hey, appreciate y'all.
Aaron, what are you doing over there?
Oh wait,
Aaron's doing
He can't
everything.
spell his state. He needs your help.
Who they